open that. Hey, it's December 13th, 2023. I'm back at Orchard Beach parking lot watching this beautiful sunset on a cold day. It's 46 degrees. It's not that cold, but it's a little windy out here. So it makes it feel less warm, of course. And I hope you're not getting a lot of wind noises. But it's usually beautiful. Not too many people out here. There's a lot of different cars and such. Uh, the entrance to this is probably closed on one side, so no more people enter the parking area. But I don't think they chase you out too early this time of the year. The days are still getting shorter since it's the 13th. I guess up until the 21st, which is the first day of winter. Longest day of the year, and the days will start getting longer after that. Planes are coming in for landing at LaGuardia. I keep forgetting to check the runway. As the car gets closer and closer, trying to investigate what I am doing exactly. Let's get closer and closer and closer and closer. Guarantee it. It said, car just passed me. This is like I think this is like a lover's lane. And I get this all the time where cars will come up and they start doing orbits around my car to see what I'm doing, to see if I'm sitting here naked or what have you. I'm not sitting here naked in my car. I'm just trying to watch the sunset. That same car is making a U-turn, and he's going to stop over there by the park. As long as he stays over there, that's good. A lot of weirdos out here, I think. Or maybe it's just my imagination. And I mentioned past videos that it's happened to me that cars come around me. The one guy pulled up right next to me. Hey, how you doing? And I know for you thinking that he's just trying to be friendly, but nah, I think there's something more to that. But I don't participate in that stuff. All right, not that way. Teach their own, but that's not my own. That's not the naked coffee way, despite the name. Have my window open because if I had it closed, you see all kinds of spots and stuff on the window. Cause it's a little dirty. But turn the heat up. Oh, I get a little cold. After this, I'm headed home. I'm gonna watch TV. I'm gonna watch some wrestling. It's Wednesday, so tonight is AEW night. I have my little hot tea next to me, and my Yeti, which is this thing. Yeti. Very beautiful out here. Let me turn the heat up. Pump up the fan. Had a long day today. That's why I'm headed in early. I had to fix the car's had some kind of electrical problem before, so I had to change the alternator. They changed it in the past and it was defective, so they changed it again, and my car kept not stalling out, but if you stop at the light, it has that auto stop feature, and it would stop, and that's what it's supposed to do, but it didn't have enough power to restart. So luckily, I have a jumper box in my car. I was able to do that, but I've done it like 6 times already. So the technician suggested I go to a person that specializes in electrical systems and cars, which I did, and he said my electrical system was fine. It's just that basically the defective alternator and me continue starting completely drained the battery out, so it was no good, and they replaced it. But basically everything was under warranty because I had this work done, so I didn't really have to pay anything out of pocket. I did have to pay $120 for the electrical technicians to analyze my car. It was in a different location, so a different spot where they do work on, electrical work on the car. I'm probably not explaining it right, but I had to pay them $120. That was fine. Very nice people over in Hunts Point in the Bronx, if anybody knows of that area. My only complaint, and not a complaint, it's one of those places where they really don't have a standard waiting area for customers. So basically, and they were nice. They pulled out a little metal chair, and it was freezing in there. So I froze my butt off in there, you know. And it's me, I'm a little dainty, in that I like to stay warm. So, and it really didn't take long for them to check the system. Sorry about that. So I'm pleased, but I am tired. I've been dealing with this car for the past 3 or 4 days, getting up early to be the first one in my usual technician mechanic Amco Transmission. Very good place. In New York City, they're building all these new bus lanes, and there's really no place to park. Right next to the place where the Amco Transmissions, they just built an apartment building. There used to be that parking lot, and there's no parking. It was very difficult. I guess if I wanted a job there, I could say, hey, I'll just be the guy to move all your cars for you. Pay me minimum wage. It's a job, right? One day I did do something for him. I was in there doing whatever to my car, and he needed a part for another one of his customers. So I volunteered. I said, hey, I'll go up there to get the part. And you think that's nothing, but I went up to get the part, and he told me what it was before I left, and the person in the parts department up in the dealership, it was in Yonkers, New York. That's north of New York City, north of the Bronx. He gave me one box, but it looks like I was missing something. So I took liberty to open the box, and I asked him, is there another piece to this? And sure enough, there was. So I'm pleased that I was able to, bring, the good people at Amco Transmissions on Gun Hill Road, the advertisement. I'm not getting any money for this. I was able to fulfill my duties, my obligations, and what I contracted for at that at that time, and I got everything that he needed. I think he gave me a little discount on my repair day too, which that's not why I did it, but it was cool. I understand that. I told him in the future, if you really need things, as long as it's not an engine to put in my car, I would gladly do it for them. And we work out a little deal. Beautiful sunset. Let me see. So the clouds in the distance, but right above us is really nothing. Just complete blue skies to outer space. Nobody's watching. We've been here 8 minutes already. Probably stay here another 10 minutes. I did this last week. It was pretty cool. It was completely dark. Now, for those who live in other parts of the country and parts of the world where it gets dark, I live in New York City, so you have all the street lights here. So it's amazing how, like, pitch black it was. Now I was sitting here in the car with no headlights on. So I said to somebody else, there were other cars out here, and I don't want anybody running into me. So I turned on my parking lights just to let them know where I am, like the anti-collision lights on airplanes. It's really cold over here. It's 44 degrees. So my car before said it's 49, so we lost 5 degrees that fast. It does feel like it. In the description said Orchard Beach, and this is Orchard Beach, but this is the parking lot. Orchard Beach is behind us. Behind those trees, there's a playground, and behind that there's a concrete boardwalk, and behind that is sand, and behind that is I think that's the Long Island Sound. I think it's considered part of the Long Island Sound. And I see a plane taking off. I'm not even going to get close up. You have to trust me on that. The plane just took off from LaGuardia, so maybe they're changing the directions of the landings and takeoffs. Those planes were coming in not too long ago from the same direction that this aircraft is taking off from. Oh, tonight is Wednesday night, so I'll be listening. I'll be watching AEW wrestling, or I'll be watching, God willing, ABL, one of my favorite one of my favorite YouTubers podcasts. I'll be watching him on YouTube. Not surprised. Before, usually at this time at dusk, they'll send a car in here to chase out all these cars that are here, including myself. But the last time I was here, they didn't do that. And tonight, it's getting dark and they haven't done that. And they say the place closes at dusk. But anyway, I'll be leaving soon. I feel bad, just thinking about all my blessings. I'm changing the subject again. But it's really cold out here and people are sleeping out here. But I have a warm home to go to. I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Lord. Just before I decided to do this live, I was watching a YouTuber called Jawtooth. Jawtooth, excuse me, Jawtooth. He watches the freight trains throughout the country. Usually he's in Ohio and Pennsylvania, where they have a lot of those things. A lot of those trains passing through the street, and he'll set up his camera or I think he literally holds his camera and take a picture. Take a video of the trains as they pass. He doesn't talk too much on his videos like I'm talking now, because I have all this caffeine in my system. But on today's video, he showed a freight train, just the engine. It was passing by him, and somebody on board the train gave him the middle finger. Now this guy Jawtooth seems to be harmless, and people just cruel. It wasn't necessary. Why you do that to this man? Obviously, he's a train buff, and you should just wave or just do anything or blow the horn, Makes it look bad on the railroad, too. So shout out to Jawtooth, Jawtooth. He's at least one of my top 10 YouTube channels. This is the Naked channel, Naked Coffee channel, by the way. You're watching the Naked Coffee channel. My name is Anthony. Hopefully someday somebody will see this in the rerun. The replay, they call it. I call it the reruns. According to my card, it has dropped 1 more degree to 43 degrees. So we've lost 6 degrees since I started taking this. Well, I believe it. How long is this thing so far? 13 minutes. Time flies. I really should go out and do some work tonight, but I'm a little tired and I want to relax. May go out tomorrow, and I want to do walking videos in different locations, but I want to get a body cam that I can do vlogging with for your visual enjoyment, and hopefully I can describe what I'm seeing, or you can take for yourself what you see on the video. Hopefully you watch it. Hopefully YouTube will promote this. Try not to get too political, because I want my content to be put out there. "14 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm going to shut this down in a few minutes and be about my business and let you go about yours. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that I make better videos. I hope that I speak better in the future. I'm trying. And this is the Naked Coffee channel, and I'm Anthony. And I'm out. I'll see you soon, I hope. Or you'll see me soon if you watch the video. Thank you. Later.